Good morning, universe. We had to roll with the punches sometimes. We had to roll with the punches. A little schedule change today. There was no breakfast. This is the only morning video of the day. There will be a workout video, 10-minute walk. Ran into some hiccups this morning. Some fairly challenging hiccups, and I'll talk about those briefly in a second. Let's just say this is my fourth computer of the day. Yes, fourth computer of the day. This includes a Dell, which is what I started with, that went down, the HP with Windows 8, which is obnoxious, and a mini Toshiba laptop, which while it works, it doesn't function with the kind of tools that I need in order to work. So this is my fourth computer and fourth brand of the day. This is an Asus from Sam's, which is right across the street from my home. So I got to work with this, get this set up, and move on to some things that I'm going to get done paperwork-wise. So there will be no breakfast, like I said today. We'll pick it up tomorrow, God willing. I'm working on it, I promise, my friends. I'm working on it. Anyone watching, I'm working on it. I just got to get through this. You hear my air conditioner pumping in the background because I'm so hot from all the movement I've been doing since 4:30 this morning. So anyways, okay, let's talk viruses. Let's talk be careful. I started with my Dell this morning. I hear a lot of people complain about Dell, and then I hear some people love Dell, and let's just talk about my issue, though. I don't necessarily know that it's a Dell issue. So, you'll remember in some videos past that I did a reaction video to the tampon eating girl. I think in that place I picked up some kind of virus or something. This morning I turned on my Dell computer, and when Windows loads and I get a notice that says, by the way, you like my Sesame Street pants? I'm lounging right now. I get a notice that says you have violated copyright law from the federal, the United States government and the Department of Justice and all this stuff. You are prohibited from getting online. In order to get back, you have to pay a fine of $200 or $100. And it says, get MoneyPak. If you give your number to anyone else, you cannot get your money back. To anyone outside of this, you cannot get your money back. So it's this whole window. I call my service provider, and they say, no, if you really did something wrong, the government would shut your modem down, and we would be alerted. It's a scam. So be aware. If you ever see a notice on your computer that says you have violated copyright infringement or whatever, it is a direct result of you accessing some kind of a video material or software that basically is carrying a lethal virus on it. I'm probably going to have to pay a couple $100 to clean out that computer. Fortunately, I was saving everything to a separate drive. Ha 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 ha. Bite me. So, to the virus, not to you. So, fortunately, I'll still be able to access most of my materials, with the exception of just a couple of small things that I can, easily rebuild. So, be very aware. If anything comes on and says that you violated copyright infringement and that in order to get back on, you're going to have to pay a fine, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Call your service provider immediately. They can tell you whether you've really been locked out by the government or not. From what I talked to this lady this morning, she told me that if that really had occurred, the government does not fine you. They give you a slap on the wrist. They say, you're naughty, don't do it again, and they'll give you up to like 10 times before they'll basically make it where you can't even have internet access for an entire year. And you got to do some pretty gnarly shit to get that kind of a thing happening to you. So do not buy it if anyone tries to get you to go buy MoneyPak or green dot or, you know, any kind of a card or code, Western Union, any of this, and say, you know, pay us off and you'll get back online after you've paid your fine, because you don't have a fine. The government doesn't fine you in that way. Not unless you're doing something really, 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 really bad, and even then, when it's online, you're most likely going to be slapped, you know, told you're bad, don't do it again, be good, and then, you know, go fuck up again is what your choice or not. So be very aware. Do not fall for this scam. I called my service provider because I was like, there's no way in hell I've access to anything, because I don't look at like porn. You know, it's so, the only thing I could think that I could draw back to was that, you know, video I watched that I did a reaction to the other day. Because I use these computers for work, really, and have video editing and such like that, and I don't want to, you know, contaminate them with stuff that's going to, you know, screw up my systems. I can't afford that financially. So anyways, there you go. That's a big warning for you. Beware of the scammers who try and rob you. Please, please, please do not get taken by them. Call your service provider if you ever get some kind of a weird thing like that. And just stay away from, you know, just stay away from stuff that's dangerous. If you really want, you know, adult material, go to your local store. And if you're underage, you're not supposed to be looking at it anyway, all right? And if you are, then, you know, go get it from your brother who did get it from the store, or your sister who got it from the store, or your creepy uncle, or wherever. But do not search for it online. And I mean even like these bizarre videos, like, you know, where you want to get a reaction to it, because I